Hi guys, welcome back. eBay time again. As you know, last week we purchased some 24x24 plates. That left me needing a few base plates for the big display. This seemed like a bargain. 2 base plates for £9 off eBay. I think with postage and packing we were just a little over £12. So packaged nicely, bit of cardboard, some bubble wrap, and here we have them, 2 base plates. Let's get rid of that, take the tape off, rid of the cardboard, and instantly you can see why they're £9. A little bit grubby, a little bit faded. This one's got more yellowing on than that one, but I think I can work with them. I think that after I've whacked them in the UV box and cleaned them up, I think they'll go nice on the display. So here we are. You can see that we've extended these 24x24 boards. My intention is that these base plates all go across here, linking up with these ones somehow. But like I say, we've got to clean them up. We're still on the lookout though for 3 more. We're going to need another 24x24 board because we're still 1 short. That'll go at the end, and if I get 3 more of either these launch pads, moon craters, that will be the full length of this shelving, which, if I'm not mistaken, was round about 12 to 14 feet in length in total. So that's going to be cool if we can get all this, but obviously a lot of work to do on these base plates to get them cleaned up. But stay tuned. So we are working on it, and we'll see what we can do with them. Thanks for watching. These are the base plates we've got. There's some staining on them and things like that. Straight in the water. Just going to use one of these soft sponges to go over it lightly. And get any grease or residue off it that might be on there. It's not red hot water, this isn't it? It's just fully warm. I don't want to be damaging the Lego base plate. I'll turn it over, do the same on the back. To be fair to them, they weren't overly dirty, but they are slightly discoloured. Now normally when I put things in the UV box I do them for 24 hours at least. I'm not going to do that with these base plates. I don't want to leave them overnight. I want to be able to keep my eye on every couple of hours, because I don't know if when I put one in before whether it was a different style of yellow, which there can be some lighter yellows. In fact, you can see that's a lighter yellow. It's just made at a different time. But I wasn't sure or not whether putting it in the UV box for 24 hours made that fade or not, or whether it was just a partially lighter one like this board here. So I don't want to leave them in overnight, 24 hours, because if it does start fading then I can't remove it. But what I am going to do tomorrow, I'll take you across, we'll do it together, go in the shed, and when I've dried these off we will put them in the UV box, and every couple of hours we'll perhaps just go and check them and see how they're going on. I mean, as you can see, there is a difference in colour. I'll put some before and after photos up when they're treated. So just bring it out in the sunlight there. They've cleaned up not too bad. There's a couple of scratches there. There's a little bit of something that's not come off there. There's a little nick there. Well, I'm not too worried about that. But as you can see, difference in colour if I hold them together. This is the lighter one. So I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, you might know, some of you guys on here, I think the darker colour is the original, or the first ones that were pressed. I think the lighter colour is the second one, but I might have that the wrong way around. But I'm going to treat them in the UV box, and then hopefully they'll at least match. So one's not as dark as the other. In the sunlight it doesn't look as bad, strangely enough, as it does in the loft, but that's where we're at. You know, I think for £9, £7 something, and then the postage and packing on top of that, that is really quite good. Okay, we're back in the shed here. Just going to set this up, the UV light box for these two base plates we bought. So for the base plate I do need this bigger box, and we're just going to sit that in there. The lid does struggle to go on a touch with this, and then I'm going to put the entire bottle of hydrogen peroxide in, because I'll need it. Now don't forget that you can use this multiple times, so all I'll do when the base plates are done is I'll put the hydrogen peroxide back in the bottle and we can use it again and again. Over time I assume it will lose its potency, but it should be okay for this run. I think this is a second set of base plates that this particular solution will have in. Now first of all I'm going to try and push it and just coat them both in some hydrogen peroxide. So I'm going to leave the base plate with the more discoloration, this one with a darker image at the top, it's going to be quite difficult. I'm going to put them in that way because obviously you're not going to see the underside, and we've got UV light to the bottom and we've got some at the top as well, so that should get both sides. Just quickly going to plug in the UV box. There you go, lights have come on. Adjust those down, and to start with I am just going to leave these now for about 2 to 3 hours and come back and check them. Okay guys, been about 3 hours. Let's have a quick look. I think they're doing good. Probably going to leave them a little bit longer. Let's just take them out in the daylight. It is slightly darker, but it's a lot better than it was. A lot better. So I think I'm going to give that a few more hours, but actually pretty pleased with the results so far. So we'll turn them around now, just making sure that they've all got a little bit of the peroxide on, and get them back in the box. So it's 3 hours I think they've been in now, so we'll give it another 2 hours, probably pop them out, see how we go. Okay, it's been a further 2 hours, and I think I'm going to leave it at that. So we'll just unplug the UV box. That instantly, can't really tell in this light, but I do think it's lightened it somewhat. Whether we do another treatment or not, but we're going to go in, rinse them, just put this back in the bottle. We'll go in, we'll rinse them, and we'll have a look at them. Okay guys, the lighting's not bad up here. This is after a few hours now in the UV box. So you can see this one is still a slightly darker colour, but that just could be the base plate. I've got another one here to do, but you see the difference in colour in those two. This one's been in the box. Now, I'm probably going to give this one a bit longer to see if it lightens it anymore. But Jesus, Jackson!